Coming up next, the Kings taking on the Heat for Sacramento. Sliding down the standings as we hit the middle of this season. Can they recover some of that lost momentum tonight? Heat, Kings, and back in a moment for the tip. Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. And as we continue through January, here are the latest power rankings. You take a look at the Hawks. They're a rising team, climbing to 5th on the board.
Well, right now for the Kings, they have stayed in the same spot basically all season. But you get the sense they want to move the needle more. We'll see if they'll be able to do this moving forward.
And let's check Miami's starting lineup. Powell at the 2 with Wiggins at the 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Mitchell in at the 1. And for Sacramento, DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. Monk and Levine man the backcourt. And it's Sabonis in at the center position. This should be a real chess match tonight, Grant. These teams both love to get set up and run their plays.
Yeah, you know, B.A., you got two patient teams who execute on exactly what their coaches drawn up for them. Trusting in ball movement to find their shots is the key.
Now here's Monk. Sabonis with a screen on Mitchell. Monk passes to Sabonis. Hits the target from 18 feet.
Some automatic offense from Sabonis. Not wasting any time putting up a shot.
Antetokounmpo against Murray. Fades back. Shot's good by Antetokounmpo.
Love to see that kind of activity. He just makes things happen.
Come to me.
Powell against Levine. Pass to DeRozan. The rebound by Wiggins. And so it's Wiggins with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. Offensive rebound from deep. Mitchell connects from downtown.
And that play is a great example of why it's important to surround Giannis with shooters. They will get great looks from deep.
Now here's DeRozan. In the game against Portland, very impressive. Adebayo with a steal and pushing it up. Here's Miami. Got it.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
Well, as a coach, you're always telling your guys to play hard. That's what we need.
Wiggins against DeRozan. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2. Miami has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Back to Antetokounmpo. Adebayo, a screen on Murray to the middle. Nice D from Levine.
I mean, come on. That's a shot you expect him to make.
Into the lane. And then he packs it down right over Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, that's the multi-time dunk contest champ, Zach LaVine, reminding us of what he can do.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. The Heat have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Pass to Murray. Sacramento passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. Here's DeRozan. And the shot is good. Dropped it in off the front of the rim.
They've hit 4 of their first 5 shots. Great execution and attention to detail.
Something teammates love about DeMar DeRozan. He has that clutch gene in him, Stan.
Yeah, B.A., he is fearless in those big moments. He remains steady, keeps his focus, and that makes him deadly against defenses that are scrambling to close out a game.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now here's DeRozan. A go-to option for this team. He puts up nearly 17 a game. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Doug Christie gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I brought up Giannis Antetokounmpo and how effective a scorer he is, and Coach told me, well, when he gets into the lane, he's very tough to guard. For us, it's about forcing him into longer and ideally contested jumpers. That's what I want us to do. We'll see if they're able to accomplish this. Guys?
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Levine. The Heat making their last shot. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
Well, look, Sabonis has the footwork to get himself in position to finish right at the cup.
For Miami, they've gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, the league has put an emphasis to crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet, we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
The Kings trailing. Here's DeRozan. Pass to Sabonis. Back to DeRozan. Levine with it. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
And it's Powell with the ball for the Heat, fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Sometimes it's difficult to get good looks on the road, but they ran the offense brilliantly.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
Can't get it to go, making him 0 for 2.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Monk passes to Sabonis. Miami grabs the miss. Their last encounter in Miami.
I love the defensive pressure they created in their last meeting, forcing turnovers and keeping the offense off kilter.
Well, when you can turn defense into offense like that, it certainly makes the game a lot easier.
Oh, and that dunk is big for Murray's confidence. Great to see him finish with power.
Heat trail by 3. Antetokounmpo outside. They get it back. Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got 5 now.
Good effort to stay with the play and save the possession.
Pass to Levine. Sabonis with a screen on Powell. Down low. They kick it out to Murray. From outside, off the mark. The Heat have got 6 of 10 attempts to fall. Wiggins passes to Antetokounmpo. Zach LaVine clears it away. The Kings have gotten 7 of their first 12 shots to go. And pushing it up. Here's Miami. Here's Antetokounmpo.
How about that swat from LaVine? He's got incredible leaping ability.
Yep, that one goes.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
They're also managing to make lots of trouble for their opponent in transition. Right away, they're finding points on the break.
So the Kings making a change here. Westbrook's checked in. And we talk about the fatigue when playing the second game of a back-to-back. Stan, how does that usually manifest?
Well, I mean, just off the top of my head, it's things like sloppy play, missing easy shots, lapses in your defensive rotations. It's mental mistakes more than physical fatigue that happens on the second night.
And during the last month's worth of play, here are the top rebounding squads in the league. 4th, the Heat.
And last month, this team was active on the glass. Really put forth an effort to box out and track down misses.
Heat trail by 4. Now here's Smith. Pass to Jovic from behind the arc. And he buries his first look.
Well, you know, Jovic has shot more threes as he's gotten more comfortable in the league.
Levine against Wiggins. Now Levine. His last outing, he had 20. Here's Sabonis. And Sabonis slams it in.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice. Smith outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. Wiggins outside. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. Sacramento leading by 3. Westbrook outside. Stolen by Wiggins. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Sabonis finds Levine. Antetokounmpo with the block.
What a block. You have to admire Giannis's willingness to challenge shots at the rim.
And they pick up 2.
Boy, oh boy. Both teams lighting it up to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
The Kings shooting a phenomenal 60% on the first. Adebayo with the rejection. Here's Wiggins. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Wiggins has gotten his second bucket on the night. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, their defense has been really impressive, especially the number of blocks they've managed to get. It's not easy to keep denying guys at the rim.
They are also being so active there with their hands on defense. It's paying off with a lot of steals already tonight.
Levine, his 4th make in 5 tries. Solid start for him.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, this is why the fans are here. Each team trading blows, increasing the entertainment value.
Stan, there seems to be an impatience to this Kings organization. Continuity is not the order of the day.
Well, yeah, B.A., and it can be disorienting for the players. You don't want to become complacent, but there's got to be a happy medium and some stability.
And it's Levine with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 1, coming off a win against the Blazers.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
Miami has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Pass to Adebayo. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls it. And rebounded by Zach LaVine.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Now Murray. Westbrook outside. And there's the drive. And Westbrook slams it home.
Well, Westbrook attacks the basket with such velocity. He's so good at getting to where he wants to go.
Heat trail by 3. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Chua's checked in for Murray. Miami also changing it up. Portis, he's checked in for Adebayo. Fontecchio comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Larson comes in for Andrew Wiggins. Miami moving it around. Pass to Larson. Here's Portis. He's guarded by Sabonis. Just 5 to shoot. With the 10-footer. Misses off the right iron. Sacramento leading by 3. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync.
Miami has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. And that one's good. Jovic.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And the Kings shooting a phenomenal 60% on the first. Now here's Levine. The D's right on him. Westbrook finds Achua. 6 to shoot. DeRozan outside. 4-3. Smith with the rebound. Well, Miami shooting 55%. An ideal start so far. Here's Portis for 3. Can't hit it. He's 0 for 2 now. Sacramento has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Here's Westbrook. And it's Miami with a rebound. Here's Larson. No points yet. Fontecchio outside. Smith outside. Miami needs to get off a shot here. Here's Jovic. Sinks the tray. Jovic has got 8.
Listen, these coaches want Jovic to be shot ready. They need him to trust his jumper.
Now here's DeRozan. Defense right on him. To the inside. Achua with the dunk.
He knew exactly where his man was going to be. Outstanding lead pass.
Zach LaVine, he's been the guy making things happen for the Kings. Moving the rock and looking for a shot, it's clear he's in a good rhythm. We'll be right back after this word. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And taking a look at Sacramento's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
Domantas Sabonis out there with Precious Achua. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's DeAndre Hunter. And it's Clifford in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. And Russell Westbrook, he's adapted to becoming a spark plug off the bench stand.
Well, he's been in this league a long time, B.A., and he's willing to take on whatever role is necessary to produce W's. That's what a professional does.
And so here's Sacramento, following the 3-point basket by Miami. Pass to Achua. Outside Hunter. 6 on the shot clock. Portis with the steal. Smith outside. Here's Portis. Portis the screen. The 3. Fontecchio shot is off. Kings trail by 3. Westbrook outside. Sabonis in the post. He's against Smith. Shot's good by Sabonis. Sabonis has got 10 points in the game. The Heat have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
Pass to Clifford. Outside Achua. Back to Westbrook. 5 to shoot. Takes a 3. That one falls. Nice feed from Sabonis. Westbrook's got his second bucket of the night.
You know, Westbrook can make you pay from deep. The D has to at least honor his shot.
Ooh, it's stolen away. And Fontecchio pulls it down. Miami trailing. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot. Domantas Sabonis is driven. He said, quote, "There's no calm time with me. There's a lot to work on to help my teammates and win games. That desperation to stay here in the NBA because I love it and try to get better, I'm always thinking about it, and I don't think that's going to change." Back to you, Brian.
Okay, Allie, thanks a lot. And he gets the bucket. Portis has got his first points in this one.
Oh, what a crafty move causing the defender to pause right there.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Kings making a switch here. Monk's checked in. And while we have a pause in the action, let's take a look at the premier ball thieves at the shooting guard position over the last month. Norman Powell is second.
And those steals haven't come just by accident. They've gotten them through the effort they're willing to expend on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and you just love having guards like these guys. Your defense starts on the perimeter, and they have made it tough on opponents.
Now here's Hunter. An 11-point game for him in the win against Portland. And now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter here. Pass to Portis. And there's a defensive 3-second call. And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
One shot.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Grant?
Well, B.A., they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Fontecchio. The Kings have gone 2 of 4 here in the second quarter. Count it. Westbrook's got 5 points in the quarter.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Powell. Westbrook with the rebound. And so it's Westbrook who will bring it up for Sacramento. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Outside Hunter. Chalk up 2 there. Now it's a 3-point Kings lead.
They're not messing around. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come from the interior.
Miami's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point land here in the second. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Portis. Miami, no good that time either.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Outside Monk for 3. Nails it from 3. Monk's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, Monk is a zero hesitation three-point shooter. He's got all the confidence in the world.
They need this. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Wow, Giannis, that is ridiculous.
And so here's Sacramento. They lead by 4. They'll be hosting Toronto for their next one. Westbrook. Can't get it to drop. Oh, great D that time from Portis. The Heat have gotten only 3 of 9 attempts to fall in the second. Here's Sabonis. It's hauled in by Portis. Portis has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis working inside.
And Giannis seems almost automatic from that close. You have to deny the entry or he'll burn you.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. And Sacramento with some changes. DeRozan is checked in for Hunter, and it's Levine in for Westbrook. Miami also changing it up. Adebayo's checked in for Portis, and it's Wiggins in for Smith. Sacramento has gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Stan, while they're cobbling together in offense, the Heat will always compete defensively.
Well, BA, only 2 seasons in the last 3 decades have the Heat been below average in defensive rating, making that commitment a key pillar of the Heat culture.
The Kings have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. DeRozan outside. Puts it up from the high post. Bounces high off the rim and drops. DeRozan's got 6 points.
Yeah, he's a mid-range guru. DeRozan might be one of the best we've ever seen from that in-between area.
And Giannis with the dunk.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
And Sacramento has possession. Following the bucket by the Heat. Here's Monk. And there's the foul. It's on Malik Monk. That's his first foul of the game.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Mitchell's checked in for Jovic. Adebayo, a screen on Achua. Antetokounmpo, the pass to Adebayo. Wiggins outside. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Levine passes to Achua. Powell against Levine. Pass to Monk. There's the triple. Adebayo grabs the board. The Heat have gotten 6 shots to fall out of 13 attempts here in the second. That's tipped. Monk with a steal. And that one is hammered home.
Well, Monk won't waste those opportunities. Electric in the open court.
Miami trailing. Wiggins outside. Giannis with the jam.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him. With the score this tight, you cannot take a chance here. The Kings have gotten 7 of 12 shots to go here in the second. Monk passes to DeRozan. Shoots over Wiggins. And DeRozan gets it to go on the assist by Monk.
Yeah, he's picking it up here in the second quarter after a slow start.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, Giannis dunks it home.
One of the most dominant scorers in the game today. Antetokounmpo takes pride in putting the offense on his shoulders.
On the wing, Levine. Pass to Sabonis. Powell pulls it in. And it's Powell with the ball for the Miami Heat. And it's Antetokounmpo with the miss. Outside Monk. And here's Levine. Sabonis with a screen on Wiggins. Levine with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. That one's good. Sabonis.
I'll tell you, you can get a lot of mileage putting Sabonis in the two-man game.
The Heat have gotten half their shots to fall in the second. 8 for 16. Here's Antetokounmpo. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Antetokounmpo has got 12 points now in the quarter. DeRozan against Wiggins. DeRozan passes to Achua. Monk for 3. Rebound Miami. Here's Wiggins. Oh, Andrew Wiggins with a head of steam.
Yeah, stunning play by Wiggins. Speeding inside and just rocketing up to the hoop.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Keegan Murray's checked in for the Kings. And Miami also making a switch. Jovic, he's checked in for Powell. The Kings trailing. DeRozan right side. Pass to Levine. Let's go with a three. Rebound Miami. Wiggins got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
Well, that's on the defense there. You can't let Bam get primetime positioning inside.
Sacramento has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the second quarter. Mitchell against Monk. Sabonis with a screen on Wiggins. 5 on the clock. The baseline J. That one a little long. Miami leading by 4. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Here's Adebayo. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Adebayo's got 8.
And talk about imposing your will. That's 10 straight points in the paint.
Man, they're just getting run over right now.
And you can really see they're starting to show some frustration.
Murray finds Monk. DeRozan down low. DeMar working the lane.
Once DeRozan gets inside with the ball, he is very efficient.
A minute 9 left to play in the first half. Mitchell, the pass to Wiggins. Pass to Jovic. Clock at 6. Mitchell, a screen on DeRozan. Here's Jovic. He got a piece of it.
Yeah, great work on defense right there. Shooters have to be careful when Murray is lurking nearby.
Larson's checked in for Miami. There's 45 seconds left in the second. If they play this right, they can go 2 for 1.
Yeah, they really have to work the clock right now.
Count it. And now just a 2-point Miami lead.
If you give him any sort of space, he's going to attack.
.36 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Antetokounmpo inside. Defended by Murray. Screen by Antetokounmpo. From deep, Mitchell. Rebounded, Domantas Sabonis. Sabonis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. DeRozan outside. Right side, Levine. 1 second left. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. Giannis Antetokounmpo has been on display for the Heat. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. All right, now let's check in with Allie LaForce. Allie, what do you have?
I'm here with Coach Spoelstra. Coach, the intensity has been there defensively. Are you pleased with what you've seen?
Well, they're going to continue to attack. I mean, that's the identity of their team. They're not going to stop, and the ability to finish our defense with rebounds will be important.
You have to match their resiliency. Thanks, Coach.
Okay, Allie, appreciate it. And folks, we'll be back after halftime to begin the third quarter.
Greetings. First off, some updates for you as we take a look at our all-star voting totals.
It's heating up, and the one thing that you can count on, no matter who's chosen, someone's going to feel left out.
Yeah, you know my reply to that. If you play better, you make the cut.
Not always, Shaq.
Let's take a look now at that first half we just saw from the Kings. Man, that was close.
I'm not seeing their activity on D. Right now, the game is close, but it could turn on them unless they up the effort.
I agree. If they let this slip away, it's because their defense let them down.
That does it for halftime. Let's get back to game action. Here's Brian Anderson with the start of the third quarter.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. It's been a clinic out there by Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
So it's Miami now. 2-point game. And on the floor for Eric Spoelstra starting the second half. Powell at the 2 with Wiggins at the 3. Bam Adebayo is out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Mitchell in at the point. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 6. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It's on Keegan Murray.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
And Grant, for everything else he's accomplished, Giannis hasn't quite mastered the three-point shot.
And you know, he hasn't had to, B.A. You want him inside, hitting on those high percentages, shutting down the lane defensively, and, of course, controlling the boards.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. Stan, when you talk about Giannis Antetokounmpo, would you say he's one of the most unguardable players ever?
Well, B.A.'s certainly got to be in the conversation. Besides maybe Wemby, we haven't seen anyone like Giannis when it comes to length and those long strides especially. Plus, he has that strength, too.
Here's Levine. Solid as a rock from 20 feet out. 13 points for Zach Levine.
And there's some nice chemistry on offense. They're just taking what the defense allows.
Mitchell, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Outside for Mitchell. Powell outside. Adebayo, a screen on Levine. Adebayo with a powerful jam.
Well, that's textbook pick-and-roll basketball. Adebayo just taking what the defense gives him.
Kings trail by 5. Pass to Murray. Outside Levine. Outside Monk. Lets it go from deep. That drops. And it comes off an assist from Levine. Levine's got 6 assists here tonight. Antetokounmpo against Murray. Antetokounmpo, that's good. Antetokounmpo has got 5 points in the quarter.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Monk against Mitchell. Outside Levine. To the paint. Here's Sabonis. And score it. That now makes him 7 for 11 in this game.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the third quarter. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. The Kings last season traded for Zach Levine, and he said, quote, "I've been a fan for a long time, knowing how incredible these fans are each and every game. A Tuesday night, it's still going to be packed in here. People pull for their team, and I don't take it for granted." Back to you guys.
Tremendous support. Allie, thanks very much for the report. Now here's Levine. He's got 13. Sacramento passing it around. 1 for 3, and another Sacramento 3.
That's a perfect 4 for 4 to open up the second half. Couldn't have asked for a better start after the break.
The Heat have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. And here's a timeout from Eric Spoelstra now. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Now that we're into the new year, how about a check on the Eastern Conference standings? You take a look at the Heat, slogging along so far, sitting at 10th place in the conference.
Well, I think for Miami, I really think they've been hit and miss thus far. I mean, they are a playoff-level team, but are they championship level? Probably not.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
Now here's Powell. His numbers are solid, putting up around 18 points a game. They are looking really strong offensively.
It's just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up. Oh, and Murray makes this look all too easy. Superb at throwing it down with some power.
Murray against Antetokounmpo, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Levine. And here's the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Brandon Ingram and the Toronto Raptors. And then on Friday, they'll be playing against James Harden and the Cleveland Cavaliers.
What a great opportunity for this team to take a step forward. They have some tough road games coming up, and that kind of stretch can bring a team together. Winning some of these games would be huge for their overall confidence.
Since joining the league, Giannis has really developed his playmaking. He's become a strong primary ball handler.
And here's Monk. 11 points in the game. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for Sacramento?
Well, the mid-range has been open for them, so you've got to take what the defense gives, and that's been a great attack in this situation.
And we can't forget about how ferocious they've been cutting to the rim, just going right at defenders and finding ways to finish.
The free throw drops for Monk. And, Coach, the Kings know they need to get better defensively. But do they have the personnel is the question.
Well, so much of defense is about your commitment to making multiple efforts, in particular contesting three-point shooters, an area they've struggled in tremendously. If you're starting to fix something, start there.
Now here's Levine. 13 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Monk for 3. Giannis with the rebound. Heat trail by 4. Pass to Mitchell. Launches it. Rebound by Sacramento. Sabonis has got 9 rebounds now. Here's Levine. Serious focus from Levine.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
For Miami, they've gone 4 of 8 in the third. Now here's Powell. Wiggins outside. And again, no good by Miami. And it's Sacramento's ball. They're on a 17-6 run. Here's Levine. The 3 from DeRozan. And it's Miami with a rebound. Wiggins looking around. Pass to Powell. Now Antetokounmpo. Inside. Here's Adebayo. Adebayo brushes off the contact inside.
Yeah, how about Adebayo? Just discarding the defender and finishing strong.
Picked by Sabonis. To the middle. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Sabonis has got 16 points.
Well, he's a reason why they're winning right now. He's been efficient offensively, and his confidence continues to grow.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's Wiggins on the wing. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Wiggins has got 5 points now this quarter.
This demonstrates assertiveness. You know Wiggins is feeling it when he's rising and firing like this.
Monk with it. 14 points for him. Sabonis with a screen on Powell. Here's Levine. Denied by Adebayo.
Well, this is what Adebayo is known for. An outstanding defender who protects the rim so well.
Now here's Mitchell. 5 points in the game. And the shot's good by Wiggins.
He's really finding his rhythm here. I mean, smart move to keep feeding him the ball.
Yeah, when you have a guy playing like he has been recently, he's got to be the first option on every possession.
Here's DeRozan following the three-point basket by Miami. The rebound by Wiggins. Wiggins has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And the free throw is good. Now leading by 1.
Well, Powell is such a valuable asset. Great shooter, efficient, has a really high basketball IQ with all of his experience.
Westbrook, he's checked in for Monk. And Miami also making a switch. Smith, he's checked in for Mitchell. Now here's Antetokounmpo. 23 points in the game. Down low, Adebayo. And Adebayo slams it in.
One of the best playmakers in the game. Giannis with the assist. He can pile those up.
And timeout called by Doug Christie. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Miami making a switch here. Jovic is checked in. Now we get a chance to check some stats for DeMar DeRozan.
And he's gone cold over the last 10 games, guys. His scoring numbers are down, and he can't seem to get out of this rough patch. He's got to get himself going tonight, or they'll start losing patience with him.
And Levine has got the ball here for Sacramento. Pass to DeRozan. Levine against Powell. Sabonis with a screen on Powell. Levine passes to Sabonis. Well, Domantas Sabonis already top 10 all-time in triple-doubles.
Yeah, he's a prolific scorer, rebounder, and playmaker. And B.A., he continues to add layers to his game, and he's still in the thick of his prime.
And Grant, the son of Hall of Famer Arvydas Sabonis. How much do you think Domas modeled his game after his dad?
Well, B.A., I played against his dad. Arvydas was 5 inches taller, but the elite skill set shared in common. No doubt, Domas took a lot of pointers from his father.
Well, when you think of all the big men in the league, one of the most consistent has to be Sabonis. He'll always find a way to contribute with his scoring or rebound. And his shot just hasn't been there in this one. Luckily, his team has been able to make up the difference.
Smith against Westbrook. Sabonis with a screen on Powell. Levine passes to Sabonis. And that one drops for him. And that's now 20 points for Domantas Sabonis.
That's the thing about Sabonis. He will outwork you on both ends.
Outside Adebayo. Antetokounmpo inside. Working on Sabonis. 3 on the clock. Powell for 3. Offensive rebound. Too much Giannis. Sacramento has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this third quarter. Pass to DeRozan. To the inside. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Nice aggressive move by Sabonis to get to the line. He's not going to be intimidated by tight defense.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw.
It's hard not to be excited about Sabonis, a multifaceted big man who does a little bit of everything.
Achua's checked in for the Kings. Hunter comes in for DeRozan. Miami also changing it up. Bobby Portis is checked in for Adebayo. Fontecchio comes in for Antetokounmpo. Larson comes in for Powell. Now here's Fontecchio. No good with the triple. Now here's Hunter. Tight defense on him. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to be on Bobby Portis.
Look, he's a lengthy wing who can defend multiple positions and space the floor. Hunter has a lot of value in this league.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
Scorer. That's DeAndre Hunter. The guy always finds a way to find the bottom of the net.
And that's good as he hits both shots.
Yeah, they've really made a concerted effort to get to the line here in the second half.
Now Smith. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Larson. Puts up a 3. Gets the 3 to fall. And the Heat lead by 1.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Smith against Westbrook. Outside Hunter. Picked by Sabonis. Lets the 3 fly. And Hunter hits from deep. Hunter's got 7 points.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Smith outside. Pass to Jovic. Here's Larson. He's covered by Levine. Here's Jovic. Sacramento grabs the miss. Sabonis has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Westbrook, the pass to Levine. Here's Achua, the kick to Hunter. Sacramento passing it around. Second chance effort. Larson with a rebound. Miami shooting their 4th attempt at the line tonight.
You know, Nikola Jovic is a stretch 4 who's shown to be a talented ball handler and a facilitator for his size. And what I love, guys, he continues to work on his game.
Malik Monk's checked in for Sacramento. Here's Portis. And out of bounds, Sacramento will have it. While we have a chance, let's look at the most reliable big men at the free throw line in the past 10 games. 5th on the list, Domantas Sabonis.
And I love how these bigs take the touch they have in the paint straight to the free throw line.
Yeah, what a luxury for the coaches. They can trust their bigs to make free throws. That takes a load of stress away.
Pass to Monk. Right side Achua from the arc. Rebounded by Jovic. Miami trailing. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Fontecchio outside. Here's Jovic. Hunter covering. Fontecchio, the pass to Smith. Drives to the hoop. Yep, count it. Smith's got his first 2 points of the night. These teams just keep trading the lead.
Yeah, you wonder what it's going to take for someone to pull away.
It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. It's the Heat. They lead by 1. And when we return, we'll get the 4th quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And meanwhile, Eric Spoelstra rallying the troops.
Once we get the rebound, get to those corners, race for it, okay? What you're doing right now is you're making them have to defend.
And Coach Spo imploring his guys to be faster and sharper than the other team.
If they do that, they'll be fine. Coach wants to tire the opposition out on defense.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. They've got DeMar DeRozan, Russell Westbrook out there with Malik Monk. Then it's DeAndre Hunter, and it's Achua in at the 5. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. No one covering. And the Heat lead by 4.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Monk passes to DeRozan. And here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
This continues to be a battle. The lead is within reach.
Yeah, this is definitely a close one. Let's see if they have enough in the tank to take the lead here.
A terrific view of that move captured on the connected cam, thanks to AT&T. Here's Powell. Sacramento getting their last shot to go. Looking to get back on track, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
Well, that's what Powell's out there to do. Pressure the defense and force mistakes.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Miami.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And we also got to talk about the number of points they've scored in transition, just jumping all over the opposition in this regard.
That one falls for Powell. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Even though it hasn't been his best game, they're still up, and that's what's important. When you challenge a player on a layup, that's what you want. Getting a stop without a foul. The defense wins that battle.
Portis, and then Portis with the dunk.
Plenty of power behind that move from Portis. He likes hammering it down with as much authority as possible.
DeRozan finds Monk. And we've made our way through just over 1.5 minutes of this fourth quarter. And it's out of bounds to Sacramento.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Now here's Westbrook. And here's Hunter from the arc. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
And Hunter can really do damage from deep. The defense has to get out on him.
And it's Powell with the ball for the Heat. The lead is 2. Pass to Smith. Portis with a screen on Monk. Clock at 6. Back to Powell. Over Westbrook. Powell's shot is off.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
And another Sacramento 3.
And Westbrook is very skilled at sizing up defenses. He understands when he should take these quick shots.
The Heat have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. He was quite emphatic, demanding the timeout, clearly wanting to address strategy with his team. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Fontecchio. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Eric Spoelstra said to the team. He told his guys not to lose hope, saying to them, it's a long game, fellas, and we're in this one, but I need each one of you to step up your intensity right now. Let's see if Coach's message resonates, guys.
And Allie, thanks. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Antetokounmpo against Hunter. Antetokounmpo inside. Pass to Jovic. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Well, Jovic has some skill. Doesn't always get a lot of shot attempts, but he's made the most of them tonight. Here's
Hunter. Great D that time from Antetokounmpo. The Heat have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. Oh, it's stolen by DeRozan. Off they go. It's a 3-on-1 break. Pass to Portis. Over DeRozan. Out to Powell. Three-pointer. Hunter with the rebound. Sacramento has gone 7 for 17 from three-point range so far in this matchup. Hunter on the wing. Portis with the steal. And it's Smith penetrating. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Achua inside. Antetokounmpo covering. The three. Westbrook knocks it down from distance.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Pass to Portis. Miami moving it around. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo. And that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 8 here already in the game. For Sacramento, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. Westbrook outside. Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Portis. Now here's Powell. Back to Portis. Here's Powell. Shot clock at 5. Here's Antetokounmpo. Rebound by the Kings. Achua's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Hunter. And he converts the layup. Hunter's got 10 points here in the second half.
Can you even believe this is the same guy? What a difference here in the second half.
Miami has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Portis with a screen on Westbrook. Pass to Portis. And here's Smith. Powell outside. Three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the defense catches a break there. You expect him to make those.
Kicks it out to Westbrook. DeRozan outside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's on Norman Powell.
Well, DeRozan is so experienced, and he knows how to get that contact near the rim and get to the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from DeRozan.
Well, what impresses me, DeRozan's been in the league a long time, and he is still playing at a very high level.
Looking at who's out there now for Sacramento. Domantas Sabonis. He's checked in for Achua. Murray comes in for Hunter. And it's Zach LaVine in for Monk. Miami also changing it up. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Portis. And it's Wiggins in for Smith. DeRozan hits them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's Powell. The kick out to Wiggins. LaVine with a steal. Another steal. It's Powell on the wing. He's covered by LaVine. Powell's shot is off. The Kings lead by 4. Here's Murray. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
And he's showing some strength on that finish. Murray, a terrific job fighting off the contact.
Mitchell's checked in for Miami.
1 shot.
The free throw drops from Murray. After strong rookie and sophomore campaigns, Keegan Murray dealt with some inconsistency in Season 3.
Well, B.A., part of that is him trying to adapt to off-season roster changes and a mid-year coaching change. Then his point guard, De'Aaron Fox, got dealt. Keegan Murray just needs some stability.
Now here's DeRozan. Picked by Sabonis. DeRozan passes to Sabonis. Yes, great play by DeRozan to set him up. Sabonis has got 11 points here in the second half.
They're really settling into a nice rhythm now, starting to gain the upper hand.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
So it's Miami now. The Kings getting their last shot to go. Adebayo finds Powell. Again, the Heat misses.
Now, he hasn't been great this quarter. The coaches need to try to figure out a way to get him going.
DeRozan passes to Sabonis. Here's Westbrook. Pass to DeRozan. 6 to shoot. Puts it up. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Heat trail by 9. Mitchell, the pass to Adebayo. Back to Mitchell. Antetokounmpo outside. To win the drought. It's hauled in by DeMar DeRozan. Westbrook against Wiggins. And here is DeRozan. Sabonis with a screen on Mitchell. Over Mitchell. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo has got rebound number 8 now. Pass to Wiggins. Back to Antetokounmpo. Over DeRozan. Antetokounmpo. Bam! Antetokounmpo's got 27.
And Antetokounmpo continues to hone his jumper. Those 2 points are the result of his hard work.
Westbrook, the pass to DeRozan. Sabonis with a screen on Wiggins. DeRozan! Antetokounmpo with a rebound.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Plays with a bit of quiet intensity, but Wiggins has shown the ability to rise up in the big moments.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. Malik Monk's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And so it's Monk who brings up the ball for Sacramento. Now Sabonis. Levine with it. Levine attacking. Banks it home. Big shot.
Levine shows off his toughness there, powering through contact.
Heat trail by 7. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Adebayo. Oh, he leaves no question.
Wow. Adebayo showing some leadership there in a big moment.
Levine against Powell. Sabonis with a screen on Powell. Now Murray. Monk outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Levine can't get the 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Levine with a steal. Stolen by Mitchell. Oh, and he misses the fast break layup. DeRozan down low, working on Powell. Levine fires. Oh, it's off target. Heat trail by 5. Here's Wiggins. Oh, Wiggins with the silky touch at the rim.
Stepping up in a big way. Woo! It's great to see Wiggins take and make these huge shots.
DeRozan deciding where to go with it. Sabonis with a screen on Wiggins. Now Sabonis. Oh, and somehow converts the layup.
Giant points from Sabonis. They needed those.
And Eric Spoelstra decides to call timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. It's a 5-point game. Wiggins outside. Here's Mitchell. There's 37 seconds left in the fourth. Puts up the tray. Money from three.
Whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Now here's DeRozan. Now Sabonis. Oh, a gorgeous feed. He hammered it down.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Time called here. Miami decides to talk it over. They're down by 4. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
Searching for a fast bucket, then a way to stretch things out.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Now Wiggins. Oh, big time finish by Wiggins.
Yeah, offensively, Wiggins is putting together some great numbers. And so far, he's shown no intention of slowing down.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty. Wiggins with a steal.
And it's often a very tight window when you skip it across court. He is torching a defense that simply has no answers for him.
And Doug Christie has called a timeout. And Coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Here's Murray.
And we're going to overtime. A riveting defensive play to keep them alive. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We'll get right back to the action when we return.
And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
Here we go.
Monk and Levine man the backcourt. DeRozan and Murray in at the forward positions. And it's Sabonis in at the center position. Powell outside. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Monk. To take the lead. Cleared away by DeRozan. And the Kings shooting around 53%, a nice number. Here's Murray. Outside Monk. Now Sabonis. Levine outside. 4 on the clock. Oh, the long ball, no good.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Now Mitchell. Now Wiggins. Here's Antetokounmpo. Look at Giannis battling inside.
And Giannis can look like he's made of steel the way he ignores contact. Are we sure this man is human?
Wiggins against DeRozan. Now Levine. Beyond the arc. Wiggins with a rebound.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Well, give him credit. Offensively, Bam has been fighting hard, really taking it at the defense.
Kings trail by 5. Sabonis outside. Now DeRozan. Oh, he dropped it straight in.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
And here's Antetokounmpo. He'll bring it up to the Miami Heat. Here's Adebayo. Now Powell. Antetokounmpo, left side. Now Wiggins. Oh, it's off! The Kings have gotten one shot to fall out of 3 in OT. Monk. Now Murray. Stolen by Wiggins. They've got the 5-on-3 advantage.
And as a coach, it's such a luxury to have a player like Giannis, someone you can always rely on.
And that one falls for Antetokounmpo.
Well, he's one of the most unguardable players in the league. Antetokounmpo's length and speed is simply otherworldly.
DeRozan against Wiggins. Sabonis with a screen on Wiggins. Here's Sabonis. Off on the layup. Boy, what an exciting game here with 3 minutes played in OT. Now Antetokounmpo. Wiggins! Cleared away by DeRozan. Monk jams it home!
Important points from Monk. That bucket could be key in this game.
Heat leading by 4. Outside Mitchell. Here's Wiggins. Antetokounmpo, right side. Cleared away by DeRozan. For Sacramento, they've gone 2 for 5 here in OT. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Powell surveying the D. Here's Adebayo. Yes, sir! The finish with the jam.
Yeah, with the game on the line. Adebayo wants the ball, and he delivers.
Now DeRozan.
Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
And they have to play fast, but also smart. Every possession counts.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. DeRozan!
But since he was traded to Golden State in 2020, Wiggins has become a very capable defender.
Now Antetokounmpo. He launches. Rebounded by Sabonis. Levine with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Monk. Another chance. Oh, it's off. And so they foul intentionally. This is their chance to stretch the lead, Grant.
Yeah, it's a must. They have to execute and avoid the big mistake.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And Giannis will just about do anything the coaching staff asks. A true team player.
And he's unable to get the second one.
At this point, it just feels like it's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. The score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
And so Miami takes the win. They escape with the W, even though they needed a few extra minutes to pull it off.
And both teams gave their all. But when it came down to overtime, it was about who had more determination.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Giannis, a tremendous performance. What enabled you to win this game so convincingly?
It was a team effort. I think we came out, we did not mess around with the game. We did our job, we defended, we moved the ball. That's why we were able to close the game.
Giannis always recognizing the importance of his teammates. Thanks so much, Giannis.
Allie, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Grant Hill, Stan Van Gundy, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. And now, time for our player of the game. Giannis Antetokounmpo.